I'm not gonna lie to you. Usually I don't try to drop. I don't try to drop off the fire in the first trailer. I like to say that for like the middle trailer, but I also organize these by how long they are. So I'm gonna just go off and say this one is my favorite one. This is my favorite short of the night that we're gonna do all night. Uh-huh. So watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But this is second team, and we're going to watch and give them thoughts and do a little analyzation. The moment he goes from fighting to fucking. Um, but no, this is a good one. I like the writing on this one. I like the cinematography on this one. So let's break it down first. I tried to get cast. Let's see. Wait, we all know why you chose this one. Twas good though. Don't try to play me, bro. Don't try to play me. I chose this one because it's a good short, and it was look. I want you to understand something. It is hard to find romance shorts out here. Y'all ain't give no suggestions in this bitch. So I had to go find all of these bitches myself. So not only did I have to find ones, I had to find ones I thought were good. Um this ain't no man, hold the fuck up. What do you mean this one? There was romance, there was love, there was passion in these. How is this not? How does this not count? How does this not count? This counts. Whatever. I'm not arguing about this. This was a win. This was a win. A win is a win. This is a win. Fuck off. Thank you, Azure. Thank you. It fucking counts. Um, let's see here. So I know some of the faces here. Francia Raja, Chester Lockhart, Phil Lewis. Obviously, Mr. Moseby. Of course, know the man Moseby. I know Chester Lockhart from a short-lived show called that like lasted one season and obviously got canceled and I guess wasn't good enough to even put on his IMDb. Damn, they gotta be like that. Um, or I'm getting him confused with somebody else, which is fucked up. That's on me. Uh, and Francis Raja, who I know now from How I Met Your Father, which, if you don't know, is a spin-off sequel to How I Met Your Mother. That's about all I know these people from. So it's nice seeing them all together in a thing, and I think it proves they got some really good acting talent in here. Their performances ring true. Let's go to the photoshops and break this down further. So now you can see your boy is out here doing the damn dizzle. One, I didn't know you could just bring a whole video clip in the Photoshop. That's wild to me. But now we can do all this and while playing back straight up. I also have a no, don't do that. I also have a thirds grid on here so that we can see the actual short in the rule of thirds layer. Did it not get the whole beginning of this short? For some reason, it cuts off the beginning. So let's go back to, and yeah, that's how Social Fire really changes. And that's how people used to make GIFs. Now I know you could bring like a clip into Photoshop and use it to make like a GIF. I didn't know they had a whole timeline feature. I feel like that's more recent. Like you can act like we could actually play
a never-ending staircase and watch that again
in Photoshop.
I'd rather have
never
someone
seen this shit.
mansplain Bitcoin to me than have to watch that again.
Why can't I stop when I hit stop? Anyway, but let's go back to the window real quick because there's something really awesome that happens from the start to when we get to the actual short film. Now, welcome back. I need this scene. There we go. At Jump, we see, they're doing the fake show within a show, right? I'm gonna move my camera so that you can see this off rip. You can see the show within a show. Basically doing flat lighting, so you can see the whole thing is lit. And flat lighting, if you don't know, is when you have a subject. And you saw how earlier when we started doing this, I was wondering, my key, my fill, trying to get that all situated. Well, in television lighting, especially for sitcoms, things that are filmed in front of a live TV studio audience, they usually use theater lights coming from above. So they can just blast light at all angles on the actors' faces, and no matter where the camera is on set, you don't have to worry about shadows and whatnot. You can get their whole performance and their funny ha-has without worrying about shadow. It usually creates very little dimension on the face, so there's not really any molding because again we're obliterating shadows. So it's not really more dramatic. You don't see this on drama TV shows because they're filmed like movies on sets and shit like that, or comedy shows that are filmed on location, single camera style. This mostly is for single camera live recorded TV shows filmed in front of live audiences, or talk shows. Talk shows do this as well. But I think the biggest thing I like here, we'll go from here to here, is you can see it starts off in a wide aspect ratio of 16:9. And then as it pans out from the monitor into the actual short film, you can see, let me move my mouse so that it can go down, go down, whatever. We see the black bars on top and bottom of the scene, thereby changing the aspect ratio from 16:9 to something more akin to 1.3. I think it's not a full 256 or whatever the film aspect ratio is. It's more of a dramatic television aspect ratio, a la Stranger Things or something like that. So that's really neat. Like going from like changing your aspect ratio, showing the difference between doing a television show and doing a movie. That's really cool. All right, so let's start from here. And
I'd rather have full body plastic surgery done by Dr. Oz to look like Steve Buscemi, but as a burn victim.
Let's also mute as we go through here. And already we can see the difference between television lighting and film lighting. Because as we have here, we have what we can see. Let's turn off this rule of thirds layer and no, can't do that. Let's do this here. And we can see off jump, didn't mean to scroll into your junk there, dude. But we can already see off top. We have, oh God, that's so huge. Let's change that real quick. Change that down here. Let's do 7. And we can see already we got some highlights, some high backlights. We got a little bit of fill from, I'm gonna guess, camera right. You can definitely tell off this person right here that we got some light going in from camera right, and a hard backlight from camera left. And we can also see that the intensity of the backlight is higher than it is on the key light. Mostly because you can see on Mr. Moseby bald head how much this shit is just highlighted. Like look at that right there in comparison to old girl who has a softer light going on here. You can see the shadow fall off very softly right there. Let me know if I need to change color, if any of this is like mad confusing, drawn off top, because I can do that because we got technology now. And you can see it kind of hitting old boy here on the shoulders, giving him separation from the darkness. And of course they're doing this. Yo, what I walk in on? You walked in on short films with Trae, boy. You know what it is. Out here giving you them lessons. So sit down, pay attention, take your notes and your notebook out, because there's going to be a quiz after this. And if you didn't study, you will fail and have to do summer school. So, you know. So we got the harsh light going on here, and you can tell, again, this is when you're shooting something, right? You want to recreate what's going on in real life. So we have more harsh backlight coming from here, once again, doing that. And then we have a lower intensity key light coming off from this side, right? From camera right. And this is a mad difference of contrast ratio, right? So I'm going to say that the backlight is somewhere around 5.8. I'm gonna say aperture 5.8, f5.8, because it's mad bright right here. So you're gonna have to close down your wings on your lens, and which brings us down to about like a 2.8, because I'm seeing probably a 2-to-1. From what I just said, that's like what, an 8-to-1 contrast ratio. Let's take a look real quick, and I'll throw up let's go back to our and look up some contrast ratios real quick. Let's go here real quick. Lighting contrast ratio. We're just gonna look. Just give me a chart, just to remember, real quick chart. Can I get a chart? 3 stops difference. So let's cut on my handy dandy light meter real quick, and let's see how much of a stop difference that is from each other. So if that's a 5.6, that's 2.8. That is a 3 stop difference. So yeah, that's an 8-to-1 contrast ratio right there. And that's just me guessing off rip that's an 8-to-1 contrast ratio. I don't really know. But what does that do for the short film? Well, you can see that by having it darker than the background, you can see that they're sitting in the dark. Trae, do you stream every week? No, I do not stream every week. I should stream every week. I should, Alejandro. I should stream every week, but I don't, because work sometimes just comes out of nowhere, and when people call, I gotta be there. But I will try to be more consistent about being here every week. The times will change because your boy just be comatose, but we'll see what we can do about that. I'll try to put like a schedule or something down below. Where was I going with these things? So obviously if the actors are on a set, oh cool, so it wasn't me slacking. No, it was not you slacking at all. You weren't slacking at all. It's on your boy. Your boy hitting that mad slack. He wearing them slacks. But you can see that the audience is the set where Video Village is going to be, which is behind where the actors are, or whatever is going to be behind camera and stuff, is obviously going to be dark, because you don't want it to be throwing light on your actors unnecessary, throwing shadows on your actors unnecessary. So in order for us to see back here, let's throw a nice little bit of key, just very softly, very intently, on our actors playing the crew, and edge light them with a harsh light from back. And you can see some nice little points of interest back here. We have also daylight temperature on all of these lights here. Hey, what you doing? All right, there we go. Let's put that in yellow. But back here we got just a little bit spots, just some nice little spots in the background, just so it doesn't, it's seeping into darkness all around here, which again we want, because we don't want to see, all that. We got a lot of darkness back here, a lot of darkness back here. But you'll see this a lot of times in movies and stuff. Like if you look around past the scene or whatever, you'll just see little spots of light, and you're like, what the heck are these things even like lighting? And the answer is fucking nothing. They're just back there to just, make sure the whole, it's to give 3-dimensional depth in the scene. As the scene goes back further, it goes darker, which is different than how you would actually want it in a film scene. I was watching this film, this cinematography course, and one of the dudes, and I can never remember who the dude who said this originally was, but when you're filming a scene, you kind of want it to be, you want the light to go from dark to light. I may have mentioned this before, so if I'm repeating myself, please let me know. But you want the light to go from dark to light. Let's see if I can try to throw something on here that'll show. Can I just make this whole layer white so I can draw a quick example? There we go. Thank you. Let's do this, and then we can do this. Okay, cool. Now let's draw on this layer and then erase all of this stuff. Okay, so you got your film camera. Oh, that shit white. Let's make that shit blue. Okay, so you got your film camera right here. Let's say, okay, you got your film camera right here, right? Basically pretty much where the audience is sitting in a movie theater. So it's Bill, this is Larry, this is Jimmy, everybody, a little Timmy right there, a little Samantha. Hey, how you doing, guys? Everybody is sitting in the movie theater, pretty much in the position where the camera is. When you're in a movie theater, obviously, that shit gonna be dark, right? That shit gonna be, you've been in the movie theater. They dim down the lights so you can see that movie real nice. So what this ancient cinematographer, whose name I can never remember, said in principle is that it should go from dark. Your scene should go from dark, essentially, to light, to gel with the movie experience. So you might see this in a lot of situations where you see the brightest light coming from the back a lot of the times. And again, this everything kind of coincides with each other, because the shit that I'm saying right here is why I'm talking when I say when you're shooting outside, shoot that sun sandwich. Sun's your brightest light you got going on in the sky. Put that in the background and then go forward. Soften it up however you need to, but then, try to, use it to separate yourself or your subject from the background. You want that shit going from dark to light, because you should be watching in a well lit room. But if you're not, stay away from the television screen. You can watch that shit in the dark, and it allows you to suture yourself more in the viewing scene. If any of that didn't make sense, let me know, because your boy do be wild now. Anyway, let's get back to this. So now we got a good framing going on. Some nice camera movement, just some nice movement to the side, focusing old boy in the center. Look at that. Let's go back and see that rule of thirds move right there. Can you don't hold? Let's go back and see that in action. One, you can see moving straight from yeah. Right there. Nice center framing going on right here. You can see they got that right. You can tell when where to focus. Right here. One, like Azure said, a film, not just a film within a film, like Azure said. Good catch on that one. But a frame within a frame, right? We're moving from one frame. So the scene that we were originally seeing is in that one frame, is one center of camera, center of frame. You know where you're looking at. And then we go from there to, okay, put me back to here. And we can see that camera move. We got old boy. We even got the 3 characters split into the 3/3. This is some good framing right here. You got Mr. Moseby over here to the left. Bam. He get his own third. We got old boy who's really too much into the dark crystal in the center. I didn't mean to do that. Get your ass back there in the middle third. And then we have the first AD lady right here. Boom, off sides in the rightmost third. Look at that framing. That's some good shit right there. And then when we do the camera move, everybody stays in their third. We are circling around this dude. He is in the center. He is getting the most attention. He is talking. He is saying some weird shit. But bam, there it is. We know where our attention is focused into. And then we see a bit of her drift into the third frame. But we now know we are focusing on Mr. Moseby. And I'm gonna call this man Mr. Moseby the entire time. Like that's just how it's gonna go. Why can't I just, the selection on here is wild. Okay, there we go. Let's just erase that real quick. But you can see that, right? Like that's really good camera movement, keeping things within frame, keeping us focused all out. That's good shit. I am impressed. Let's take off the rule of thirds. I can't take off the rule of thirds. I guess I gotta pause before I take off the rule of thirds. Wild. Now, different from when they are on the set. And again, once again, what are we doing? We're mimicking what's going on the actual set. They're not being lit by the stage lights right here. They're being lit by a key light off to the side. Bam, right here, giving them. I can't draw an arrow. What is wrong with my hands? There we go. We're getting lit by a key light off of the acting as the light from the stage. And you can see we still got that hard light going on, this time going on camera right, mimicking the hard light that we had when they were sitting back there. And you can even see some negative solid flags in the back separating Video Village from the stage itself, which again, when we were showing the last shot, again, why it would be darker back there than it is, because they have those flags in front of them. Let's play through again, and you can see what I'm talking about. Come on. Blah, blah. You can see behind her, you can see the flags right here. They have like a section of like 3 flags going on that's separating the light from, keeping the light from the stage off of them while they're watching the replay going on. But you can also see, different from when they're doing the fake TV screen, we can see now old girl got some shadows. Let's zoom in just a little bit more, get real creepy about it. Okay, that's too creepy. Back up a little bit. Okay, so let me take off my horrible arrow real quick. Let's do that with some gumption. Okay, so what can we see? Key light right here. We might have a little bit of feel. I feel like there's a little bit less of fill. I'm not noticing a kicker light anywhere on this side of her face, but I'm noticing key coming from, obviously mimicking those studio lights, right? And then we have some backlight from here, again, probably those studio lights in the background, but it's giving her nice separation from the back here. And we have the background exposed real nicely. Definitely less intense than what we have going on here, but just nice enough for our background actors to be seen doing some stuff, arranging shit, whatever. And we got a few hot spots right here too. I made a little snowman. I'm gonna call him Jimmy. Jimmy didn't like that. Let's go ahead and hit play. Even composition here, just regular, shot, reverse shot. Not a lot exciting going on here, but of course this is just a regular conversation. All the exciting stuff is going to come much later. Two shot, actually a dirty three shot, right here. So what we have is let's drop some white up on here real quick. And what we have here pretty much in the frame where the camera is, what we say, the camera's like right here. Oh, that's still white. Let's change that to my favorite color, blue. Why the fuck is you not? Because it's over here. There we go. Camera is over on this side. So we have Moseby, lady. We'll put a little M here, Moseby, lady, actress 1, and actress 2. And we have pretty much, no, we're going to change where camera position is real quick. Hopefully this does, yeah, it erased all of the things. So we can see here we got like a 4 people composition, right? We got a 4 people conversation going on right here. And we have the illustrious camera off to the side here. Probably around... I'd say more over her shoulder, right? So we got a 3 shot over the shoulder. We got a nice camera going on. We're seeing these 3 right here. Nice easy dialogue composition, right? Nothing too crazy going on. All that just to say that 5 seconds. Then we switch over to the same over the shoulder. So we're just doing a lot of reverse shot going on right here. Her giving him the golden retriever dog look. But it's all kosher. All this stays the same until we get our actual actresses in the scene. Come on. Where's the thing at? Let's get second team in here. There we go. So now we get our actual actor. Trae, is that actually Mr. Moseby from Zack and Cody? Or was that you doing a bit? No, that's actually Mr. Moseby. That's the man's right there. What's his actual name? Don't ask me that. Short Film Friday scene. That's him. That's Phil Lewis. That's the man from Zack and Cody. And if it don't show up here on his IMDb, I know that man ain't. Yeah, there we go. Sweet Life. Right there. Oh, and he was on How I Met Your Mother. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's the man. Phil Lewis. Put some respect on his name. So we get to our actual actresses on deck, and what do we see? Now we actually see some actual angles going on, right? We not playing no more. We got a high angle on old girl. What does high angle shots usually mean? We have a low angle on the other actress. Let's go over the low angled shot first. Very, very soft key light here. Very, very soft key light. No backlight. I don't see no backlight on her at all. So she is just sitting here melded into the background. What does that mean? Allow me to tell you in a second when I clean my mess. Mess is clean. Let's get it. So we have a soft Key light on old girl going on right here. Very soft. How can I tell it's soft? You can see the fall off of her shadows right here. Very soft fall off going on right here. This one right here. Like, look at that. Shadows is blending mad nice here with the side of her face. That's very soft. That's a nice touch. So usually that's just low key, right? That's just, she's just melding with the background, which, if you know, a second team, if you could tell from the short, the second team is the stand-ins that usually have either the same height, hair color, race, so skin tones, all that stuff. From the first team, our main actors, your Bradley Coopers, your I don't know why I can't think of actors right now, but you fucking see in the short. Anyway, main actors go to hair, makeup, or whatever. So you call in the second team so that camera can do their camera move. Gaffers can light for the actors and actresses in the scene, and they don't have to take up the actual actors and actresses' time and whatnot. So pretty much if you're in the second team, you're probably not going to want to cause much of a stir. You're going to stay in the background. You're going to be chilling. You're probably going to be on your phone, taking pictures of the set saying, "Mama, I made it." Or as she's doing, actually reading the script, because you also probably want to be an actor yourself. So of course you're going to study the script and, probably give them a little bit more than they even want. Low key or high key, no back, no fill lighting. Honestly, probably not. You wouldn't really need fill here because I got the light wrapped around so soft. Also, softer light means the light is either further away, so that could also say, hey, where you have the stage, you have set right here. Let's zoom that out just a little bit. So you got set right here, right? Set's over here. Village is over here in a triangle. She probably all the way fucking back here somewhere, right? That is not a different color. She all the way back here, right? So those harsh backlights we were talking about before are further away from her in film time, in the film space, right? So her light is going to be softer than it is going to be on our crew, on the actors, whatever. Again, this is this visual spacing that you got to keep in touch with. That's fucking smart right there. That's using your big brain. Again, I don't just like this short because of the sexy scene. Actual good technical skill going on right here. Anyway, let's talk about this composition. She is a high angle looking down low. What does that usually mean? High angle, you're looking down at the person. You're looking from Mount Olympus on high, So when the other actor, whoever's point of view this is probably looking down on our actress that we see here, right? Very telling from the composition. Other actors comes in, boom, there we go. Looking down on her already, which kind of just tells their relationship. They're at odds. They're not even on an equal playing field right now, and we have just some tension going on between them. I mean, she ain't even reaching her frame. She gets, look how much of the frame old girl gets. What's her name? Francia Razia. Look how much they give my girl Francia in the damn scene. She get the lower left third. She don't even get the lower left third. She get the lower left third. She didn't get two sections. She get a little corner. What is going on here? That ain't right. Whereas other girl gets most 2/3 of the actual scene. Look at all of that she's getting right there. That's crazy. Lighting for her, we got a nice key back going on here. Not really separation for her, so it's more of a kicker and a key. And And a kicker light, right? If we're talking here, a kicker light is different from a backlight because your backlight should usually be feeling right here, edging me out from the background, and your kicker is probably what you're gonna put if you want just a nice kick on the side right here on your face right here. So kind of the combination of the fill light that I got going on right here and the backlight going on back here, it's kind of making a bit of a kicker. You know, just lighten up the face, which is also different from the fill light. A lot of light and stuff going on here. Let's see here. But yeah, so again, she's probably being hit with those same lights. And again, very, very soft fall off going on the face here. And it might even be a little bit of bounce because there's a little bit of Rembrandting going on right here. Hey, I know. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. We're not trying to touch anything right now. But we got a little bit of Rembrandting. Looks like there's a little bit of triangle on her cheek right here. And of course, Rembrandt lighting is the technique where they're mimicking Rembrandt the artist, because most of when he painted, you could see a little triangle on the cheek from the lighting that he did for his painted pictures. But that could be because the bridge of her nose is blocking the light. I feel like there might be a little bit of fill going on here. But I'm not entirely sure. But she stands out a lot more. Maybe it's because she's, being a little bit more abrasive than her compatriot. I don't know. Who's to say? That's all the film is telling me. Let's play on. More back and forth between these two. Let's skip ahead. Hey, yo. Let's skip ahead quite a bit. Back to the regular TV. Again, what did I say? More filled out. And of course, we're back at that 16:9 aspect ratio. Same lighting going on here. There even seems to be some natural light. Is that natural light or is that? I think that's just the stage lights hitting the top of the board there, because you see it's not these over here. So that's stage lighting. But we're back on set. We're not on the TV show, but we're on the TV set. So we still have that molding. More light from the front because the stage lights are probably going to be hitting from the front. Flag that off so that you get some nice color contrast. Not too much of a color contrast. It's probably just a 2-to-1 color ratio. I'm saying. Also, let's let it be said here. If I get some actual cinematographers, some professional, high grade cinematographers in this chat, go ahead, throw them down in the comments below. If you see this in the video later, if you see this the video on YouTube, go ahead, throw your comments on the below and tell me how much of a sham I am saying all these things. Because again, I'm an idiot. Anyway, let's go ahead and play on. And then boom. Dramatic lighting change. Let's take a look at that. So we have natural lighting mimicking what we'd see here, and it was such a flash frame that I don't even know if I'll be able to catch it. TBH. Looks at her. Look at that. Oh, and I caught it too. No, okay. Finally, I get to talk about this lighting. I don't think I've ever talked about this lighting before. But again, lighting for mood. We got a deep blue background. We got a red foreground. And it's hitting more on the table and giving her a rim light. Let's go ahead and mark what we see here. I'm going to use opposite colors for these things. So background, go. Damn it. What do you mean? It's not hitting. There we go. Background gets a nice bit of blue all around here. You see all that blue. Foreground gets a nice bit of red. You can see that right here. And it's also acting as a rim light hitting her. But what do we notice? The key light. Yes, Azure. Yes. Say it again for the people in the back. We got the underlighting hitting her, showing the evil intentions. She's threatening. Look at these light hitting her in the shadow. Look at this face. You do not want to fuck with this face right here. This is a face that will literally eat your kids. Look at this. And you can even see the eye light hitting her in the bottom of her eye. Lighting for I don't want none of that. Yes. This is, again, we're lighting for mood. Whoever worked on this, I mean, if you got this level of actors on your set, these are people that either are big or going to be big. You got to come correct. And whoever did the DPing on this one, let's go and check out and see who did in fact do the DP on this work. And for those of you who are snickering every time I say DP, it's not that. Get your mind right. It is director of photography, and that is Robert E. Arnold. Oh shit! It's a Blackman. That's crazy. Hey, look, you don't see too many people color on the film sets. That's insane. Worked in camera and electrical department for Nightmare on Elm Street, for Terminator Salvation. Oh, he worked with fucking what is his name? Dude that I always follow on Instagram. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's gone. Director of photography on LA's Finest. Yo, sorry that show went down. Second unit director of photography, B camera, Steadicam operator. Yo, this dude got credits. This dude got credits. And it shows. Dude knows what he is talking about. And of course, the lighting team supporting him, doing that work. Shout out to the grips on that set. Y'all doing God's work. But look at this shit going on here. And not only that, let me be remiss if I did not mention the stuff that we got going on in the background. Again, we're not focused on just the big lights. We have other lights to not let this fall into darkness. We got a nice little background light here. We got a practical in the scene. We got some nice little highlights coming from these over here, all giving a nice little difference of light here. Also, this is a color contrast, right? It's two primaries of light going against each other, right? So what is that? I don't know color like I know everything else. What is that called? Okay, I accept that. All right, don't care about all of that. Not color I don't want a color contrast checker. I just want palette. No. List of colors. I don't know. TBH almost makes it scary. What almost makes it scarier? Don't know why though. What did I say to make you think of that statement? I'm curious to know, because I forget what I say almost exactly after I say it. This isn't what I want. The lights in the background. You mean the ones that aren't like doing for the mood, but just like the little ambience, sort of the little spot lights, I'll say, not ambient lights. Like it's almost normal in the back. Oh, I like that. That normality is scary. What is the thing? What am I thinking of? It's not color contrast, complementary. It's not complementary. It's contrasting colors, right? Maybe I'm just has the word backwards. Contrasting colors. Colors are different from each other. Yeah. But what is it when it's primary colors? Contrasting primary colors? Don't know. What is that called? It's not complementary. I don't know. Again, Trae's an idiot. So, but that shit makes it mad vibrantly different. Seeing the dark blue in the background and the red in the foreground, it makes it stand out. maybe they are complementary. I don't really know. Uh, but having that little bit of red, and again, what does red mean? Red is passion, red is death, red is blood. Uh, so obviously, this whole scene screams, like Azure said, murder, murder most foul. But we go back into regular life. Look at how different that looks. Um, a lot of daylight color temperatures. It looks bright, natural. This is a commercial feeling again, but once again, without losing any of the shadows that gave us contrast. We even got nice hair light, very soft, very separatey, not harsh at all. Old boy getting mad and shit. Just let her do her thing, bro. She ain't going that crazy. And again, old boy's down here at the bottom. Hierarchy. We got her at the top. We got her in the middle. We got her at the bottom because old boy's trying to do his job, and he is bottom of the totem pole. Speaking from being on film set myself, bottom of the totem pole is how you feel. He's just trying to get a little respect, get his thing done, get the fuck up out of there. Notice how we've been doing steady cam moves this whole short. I am sorry, I didn't mean to touch the XLR cable. We've been doing steady cam moves this whole short. What does that mean? Smooth camera movement. Everything is chill. We're just going by a regular work day. Now what are we doing? We got more handheld. The camera's a little bit more jittery. Why? We're in her frame of mind and we're seeing she is a bit discordant. So you're going to have a little bit of more camera movement. And I bet you as we go along, we'll notice it ramps up even more. Backlight's harsh, but now we're back in that 16:9. And it is crazy how much they flip between two aspect ratios. Like half the time, you're not even paying attention to it. You wouldn't even know that this is going from 16:9 to a different aspect ratio. But they're just flip flopping. It's almost like they're flip flopping between two worlds. It's great. That shit is crazy. All right, but we are eating up time. So let's move on and get to where we want to. Damn. Notice the change in positioning. Let's zoom in. That will probably help quite a bit. Don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. All right, well now let's zoom the fuck out. Damn, why didn't I just zoom in? Even though she's scared, she still feels that superiority. She's still up top. And she's just a taller person, so that also, affects things. Filmed in 24 for that nice motion blur. We're in a different short now. Jesus. All right. There we go. So now she gets up. What's she doing? She changing the hierarchy, right? Now she's at a higher angle than she is. And let's bring up that rule of thirds. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody got a little bit more thirds than the other person. So you know some wild shit about to go down. Look at that. Trying to go into her space. Bam. Get up out my thirds. What are you doing? Who do you think you are? Also, I like that nice flip. We got one person on one third, another person on another. I am remiss to try and go back and see that. Let's get real close so I can go back. Look at that. Bam. Third on third, third on third, third on third, third on third. The composition in this shit go crazy. DP, what's your name? Robert E. Arnold. You going crazy, bro. You going ham on these thirds, bro. You going ham on these thirds. That's crazy. Respect for you. It's smooth. I would have liked to see it go more handheld. I feel like we have a nice like split layer going on here, right down the middle here, where she's kind of taking up most of this third and she's kind of taking up most of this third, but I could be just going crazy. Like she's got her own space in this third and she's taking up most of this one. I feel like that's some good framing right there. I ain't say go back. I mean, I did kind of. And of course, being able to be in a studio, I bet you they filmed this in an actual studio that allows you to light up top. You can do all your 360 things. It allows you for more movement. Lighting up top is just better. It's just a better thing to do. And then it goes from happiness it goes from fighty to flirty real fucking quick. And the whole time getting nice highlights. She's taking up she's just in this frame, so it's a clean single. A very heavy over the shoulder. Also, when they I think that bit when the fight starts and they roll the couch is the only big miss from my uneducated perspective. Miss how? Explain. Show your work. How is it a miss? And I'm going to keep playing through while you come to your conclusions. Clean single going into a over the shoulder. Camera more erratic now because we don't know what's going on. What's about to happen? Are they about to come to full blows in this bitch? Or all right, we know what happens. We just watched the damn short. Let's see here. Let's go on get to it. Get to the nitty gritty. Get to the dirty. Getting more close up, like everything else with a lot of passion is up close and the back off looks weird. Yes. So what you're saying is that the more intense we're getting, the more close they should be. And that's what we got here. Like, I think, well, that's, it's a wide to show out. So when they do the wide like that, it shows off their physicality. It gives more, you get to see more of them in their environment. You get to see in relation to each other how they are in this environment, because you don't know. You could cheat the camera and be long lens here, right? You can have them far apart here, but when we have them roll over, bam, you can see that they are where they are in relation to everything else, from the couch set to the where camera was. I mean, you can even see people behind them in the next shot. So it works. It does work as a shot. I just like to be more handheld. I think that would have been a lot better for what's going on. I feel like a lot of the closer shots are handheld, or at least feels like it's handheld. I don't know if it's Steadicam made to look like it's handheld. Maybe put a little camera shake on it, but this feels very discordant, very handheld ish. Oh, that wasn't even panels. I feel like those are those lights? Are those big ass lights up there? That's cool. They're like giant ass LED panels. Those sky panels? I have no idea. That's cool. Probably expensive as hell. Anyway, now they're closer in each other's thirds, getting all up in each other's spaces. Shooting from the shadow side. We get a nice rim light from what was their key light. And we can see these are close ups. So we're more emotionally invested in what they're talking about or what they're doing. I don't know why, but this shot right here makes me laugh every time I watch this short. I don't know what it is about just everybody in unison just going, oh, hey now. That shit is fucking hilarious to me. But of course, then we get the fucking nothing really changes in light and composition. Most of their composition is they are together. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about, you can see what's going on here. So I think this is a well executed short. I think this is, as this young lady says right here, nice. I would grade this short an A. There's a straight A to A plus material right here. Like they did the damn thing. Whoever directed this, I'm giving a lot to homegirl. Mad enjoying the show, and I don't even blame her. Who is the director on this thing? Rhea Pavia. That's awesome. Rhea Pavia, who is known for fuck off. Candyman? Oh, director. There we go. Directing too. No, don't put her directing. I want to see the director. I want to see. She's known for the Tam and Kevin show, so she directed a miniseries and this short. 2020, 2022. Seems like she's more of an actress. She played Gloria on How I Met Your Mother. I have no idea who that is. Anyway, more of an actress than she is behind the camera. But now it seems like she's taking that step towards that. And I applaud that because this short was dope. Robert E. Arnold doing the damn thing on the DP level. Everybody showed out and showed their ass on this shit. It was a good short.